Welcome to Sacred Business. Marie DiTullio here. I'm your dreamkeeper, truth teller, rhythm restorer. I work with you, the artist, the creative, the life worker, the free spirit who's like, I've got magic and I want to serve the world with it. And so I'm here to help you with that. And today, I want to start with a step that matters so much that most people forget. And maybe you've been already in business, or maybe you're just like, oh, I saw Sacred Business, it called me and I want to start it now. Whichever way you are, the first step, it's going to sound crazy, but the first step is forgiveness. This first step is forgiveness. Now, what do I mean by that? You've been operating in the world in a way that probably wasn't always you. And that step of forgiveness is going to be required throughout the entire dream adventure, throughout the entire sacred business, which is for the rest of your life or for as long as you want that sacred business to serve you and your dreams, right? And the thing of a sacred business, we're life workers. Our life is evolving us. We are entrepreneurs that have decided to do with the, do personal development or do evolution on crack. And so we've decided that we're going to move forward in such a big way. That is going to stretch your nervous system. That is going to pull you in all kinds of different directions. That means that life is going to serve you because it says, oh, you're ready to grow. Let me help you grow. Let me show you. Let me give you experiences that are going to help you come back to the next level of growth, of expansion as you go. But what happens when those moments happens, they're moments that are demanding of you to grow and evolve. They're demanding that you ditch old version of you and bring back a new version, more empowered, right? The whole point of a sacred business is you're obviously gonna want to move as your best self, your bestest self, your wealthiest self now, even though you don't have the money yet, even though you don't have whatever you think you're gonna be like, even though you're not who you think you're gonna be later on, down the road, you decide to move as that person right away. What does that mean? Well, where does the forgiveness come into the equation? There's going to be moments in between where it's going to be really uncomfortable. You're going to feel like chicken nugget you. You're going to want to stay as chicken nugget you, but you're meant to evolve and you're meant to move as the sacred being that you are, as your wealthiest self, as your best self. And that's going to be uncomfortable. Let me tell it to you differently. The way this energy came into my life, I was thinking like we're stretching into more magic, into expanding our receivership in our sacred business. And it feels, if you've had someone that passed away in your life, like someone that was dear to you, like for example, the idea that came this morning, I was thinking like when my mother passed away. Well, let me be personal here and tell a beautiful story with my mom, but my favorite meal, if you ever want to hang out, my favorite meal is a fondue. And I love fondue. And I used to make them all the time. And my mother once said, well, you can't do it when you're alone. Like fondue is not for someone who is alone. And I love it. So what I would do is I would call my mom and say, I'm having fondue right now. So I'm talking to you so I don't have it alone. And so when my mother passed, I had no one to call when I was having fondue anymore. So that was like uncomfortable. There was a grieving feeling there, right? Or let's get, again, more personal. Right now, I am going through a breakup. And wow, that person is so amazing. There's just something that doesn't work, right? But that person, I love him to death. He's amazing. And so sometimes I feel like I'm missing our time together. I want to spend time with him. I want to be with him. And it's so sad inside of me, right? There's this like, a longing, but it's a sacred no. And that sacred no is not comfortable. But that sacred no is making space for more magic. So in the meantime, I have to be okay with the feeling that I'm missing something. And so when I say in your sacred business, forgive yourself, allow the grief to be, it matters deeply because you're going to keep on expanding. And then you're going to feel so like you're going to remember old you that would do things a certain way. But new you, wealthy you, doesn't do that anymore. And you're going to feel that same confusion as wanting to call my mom or wanting his hug again because he's so amazing. And it's going to be like, it's just your field readjusting, and it's going to demand that you stay in that energy, that you allow this discomfort to be, and that you allow it to shape your field. Allow it to shape who you are. And so this sacred business is going to ask a lot of those moments from you, because the more comfortable you are with these moments, the less you push away these moments, the more they can actually totally change and shift your energy, and the faster you can attract your next level. The faster things get to unfold for you. But the more you resist them, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that I miss him. I don't want to feel that my mom is there. And you don't want to feel what's there. You don't want to feel the emotions, which you're not. You're not your emotions, but that's going to be for another video. So my invitation is, when you don't want to feel, when it feels uncomfortable, remember that there is a sacred no that needs to be honored so that your sacred business can grow, so that the vision that you have for yourself can come into life. So yes, I'm saying, know this from the start. Your sacred business is going to keep on asking you, please hold this discomfort, remembering that you are not who you were in the past. You're the next version of you. Even though you think, or even though reality doesn't show it, you are still that new version of you. Can you trust that? Can you move forward as that? And the answer is you can. The answer is just hold yourself, just stay with yourself, be with yourself, and this will help you move forward. Okay, one more thing. It's like what I'm saying is the first step is forgiveness, the first step is grieving, or the first step is letting go. Like, you love that person so much, but you must go on. Like, you must leave them behind because that's part of your evolution. It's the same thing in your business, right? There's an old version of you. It's very comfortable. It's like your old slippers. But the thing is, like, it doesn't hold you the way it's meant to. It's not as soft as it was. Like, it doesn't make space for the newness that gets to come. So you must go on, and it does leave something empty when something moves on. But it matters. It matters deeply. It's like an honoring for you to say, okay, I leave you behind. And you're going to miss them. You're going to miss that version of you. Of course you're going to do that. Of course you're going to miss it. It was important, and it was a part of your evolution. I have a program that is actually called Makeover. And Makeover is really about, it's a 3-day thing. It's, if you want access to it, send me a note. There's, I don't know, I think it's $111. But Makeover is about, there's this version of you today, and there's the version of you that's going to get you to your dream. And so there's going to be a funeral in between. There's going to be someone that needs to die and someone that needs to be reborn. And Makeover is about creating that new version of you, that makeover, basically, right? But it's like, of course you're going to miss that version of you. That version of you was a stepping stone to the next iteration of you. But you're going to have to go through the grief. But that grief is making space for you to come out on the other side and be transformed. So this step of forgiveness, of grieving, of letting go, of surrendering of the old version of you. And sometimes it's going to be clear, that's the new version of me, and this is the old, and that's it. But sometimes you're going to just feel in the energy that it's off, but you don't really know what it is. And then when you get connected to your business, when you connect to your body, you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, oh, it's the in-between. I'm letting go of one thing. I'm making space for another. I'm in between. It's uncomfortable. But I know there's a next level of magic, and I choose to stay. I choose to trust, and I choose to give myself extreme self-care. I'm going to take good care of me in that moment so that I can make space for who I'm meant to be, for who God made me to be, so that I can express freely, so I can be my wealthiest self, so I can be my happiest self, so I can receive all the serendipities, the magic, everything that's meant to come my way, and therefore, with all of that, I can impact the world the way I'm meant to impact the world. So today, as part of your sacred business, I don't think there's a home play for this, but it's more of a reflection of you. How did you live those transitions in the past, so you can see where sometimes maybe you're stuck, you notice you're still stuck in that, or like I was seeing a friend of mine that was stuck in this energy, and I was sharing with her, it's so beautiful, we always feel we're in between, but the in between, if we allow ourselves to feel it, just gets to be it's just not comfortable, but I know it's going to rearrange, and maybe I thought there was a problem, but there's no problem. There's nothing to solve. It was just asking me to feel what was there. It was just asking me, can I grieve that I'm not chicken nugget version of me anymore? But I mean, chicken nugget version of me, she created me. She's awesome. She's amazing. But I have to let her go. And I gotta get to be the new version of me. That's the future. That's who I am. That's where I'm going. I know that. And it's uncomfortable, and I feel like I've lost my bearings. I'm still okay. Let me breathe here. Let me be in my body here. And maybe you want to save this one, because in those moments, you want to remember that there's nothing wrong. It's just a moment, it's just an in-between, and things will change for you if you let them change. If you allow the grief to move through you, it will change you. On that note, I love you. I'm so grateful that you're creating your sacred business. I'm so grateful that you're putting your gifts out there. I'm so grateful that you're opening yourself to reaching more people, transforming lives. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I love you.